Well, 2 months ago, I started seeing a girl that I really liked. But then when I started seeing the girl kind of went ghost on me. Yet I had already started catching feelings. You know, it's very hard to catch feelings as a man. But definitely, I did catch some feelings, but then the girl went ghost. Okay, yes, I know you guys are asking yourselves, what am I talking about? Is it because Arsenal didn't win another trophy or something like that? That could be the reason. It could be another yes, it's just another episode here on Football Fan TV, and I'm Tony. Welcome back to yet another edition of the podcast. Basically, we've not been putting out content because I was trying to do one or two things there, but then yeah, we're back. But today, surprisingly, we're going to be talking Manchester United, the Erik ten Hag army. Yeah, Erik ten Hag. Which number did he finish again? Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Yeah, that was the first position Arteta finished in. Even the following season, he finished in that same position. So basically, Manchester United is in that journey. Yeah, do they have a process or they don't have a process? I do not know. But Erik ten Hag's men are ready to go again next season. Basically, no, they still have a final over the weekend. Are they going to win it? Is that final going to determine Ten Hag's future, or he's still going to be fired even if he wins the FA Cup against Manchester City? Anyways, this is Football Fan TV. Once again, subscribe to the channel. If you're a first timer, give us a like, and then also leave us a comment on what you think we should give you as content out there. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Manchester United. Why did Manchester United have a very bad season? Yeah, it was not really the worst, but then Chelsea coming from behind with that bad form and they finished above Manchester United. Jeez, I wouldn't really take that. And to make things worse, Chelsea parted ways with Pochettino, who was starting to click. Is Chelsea looking like a more serious club than Manchester United? Because Ten Hag has been mediocre. He has been a joke, honestly. I always look forward to his post-match press conferences. They're always nice because I think he watches different games from the games that we watch or you watch. So basically, yes, I have some reasons that's why Manchester United was very bad in the course of the season. Now, Ten Hag has been in the job for more than 18 months now. Isn't that like really well enough to see that a man now? Before they did, there was that dilemma of who is going to take over the club. What are they going to be bringing to the club? You know, the Saudi guys tried to come and take over Manchester United, but then initially it was Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his consortium that took the 25%. Now, when they did take that, it raised a little bit of eyebrows. What are they going to come and do for Manchester United? Are they going to come straight out and be like, okay, this manager is not doing what we want to do? Or they just waited for the season to end, finish the FA Cup final, and they go to the next thing or press a button and say that, okay, Ten Hag, you're not doing the things we thought would take the club to another level, or these are not the set of players that we need some other players. So basically, reason number one is the ownership dilemma. You know, all that might have affected Manchester United from the top to bottom. Now, number two, I think this one we cannot talk about it. We cannot fail to talk about it. The manager himself, Erik ten Hag. Now, he has been 18 months plus in the job, but now we've not seen a style of play for Manchester United. All my friends, okay, most of my friends are Man U fans. We always argue about this, and we see Manchester United playing. Man U has been winning games like in the season. Brentford, they drew. Sheffield, they won. They've been getting scrappy wins. Now, those wins have always come, but at the end of the game, the Man U fans who watch really football, not only Manchester United, come out and be like, "Yo, bro, we won today, but it was just luck." Because you see Man U playing total shit football, but then at the end of the game, they scrap away 2-1, 1-0, 3-1, something like that. It happens. Yeah? So now Ten Hag, which excuse does he have? There is no style of play, and he has so far signed 16 players. Those are players of he's like, you know what, I want that player, get that player here. Anthony, the Onanas, the Mason Mount, Casemiro, Amrabat, Lisandro, like 16 players that are yours, and you still don't have a style of play, how you want the team to play and all that. Basically, that is one thing that has to be looked at. Now, Ten Hag, really, Anthony is the second most expensive player for Manchester United, but he has been on the bench. Mason Mount, who was a record signing and given the shirt number 7, has been struggling with injuries, and even when he comes back, he has been struggling with form as well. Ten Hag's wins have been coming through individual brilliance. Now, the previous season, you saw Rashford, 30 goals plus. He was cooking so well. But now, this season, what happened? He went ghost, and then, wow. Dalot was standout. Bruno at some point, McTominay, Hojland at some point after the purple patches he has had. He came out and scored some beautiful goals and all that. Now, basically, no style of play for Manchester United. And then I think the success he had in the Carabao Cup bought him more time. I don't know. But this season he has gone into the FA Cup finals for the second time and he's going to be facing Manchester City again. And the game is over the weekend. Do you really think he's going to win it this time or he's going to get it right? So yeah, that is number two, the manager. Number three is of course the recruitment. I already hinted on the recruitment. Ten Hag has spent over 400 million pounds as a Manchester United coach. That is in 18 plus months. 18 plus months, he has gotten all the players he has wanted. Malacia, I already mentioned most of them. The Eriksens, the Casemiros of this world, the Antonys, the Hojland. Even Garnacho came through his ranks. He's the one who has really brought him up into that. So basically, he has his whole team. Like the team is all Erik Ten Hag. But you know what? No style, no nothing. And spent a lot of money, 400. And he's still looking forward into this summer to get more players. What is he going to do if he gets those players as well? And also the dressing room is the second last thing that I'm going to be talking about. One of the reasons that's why Manchester United never had a very good season. Now the dressing room was kind of okay from the start, and the decision makers in Manchester United, actually the Glazer family, had faith in him like so much. They had faith in him, and they knew that he was the man for the job, and they were going to stick with him. But players complain about his high intensity training sessions. Basically, the training sessions were hard, that in between matches, and there's normally a day off, and then probably if you come, you're supposed to do like a cool off session and all that as a footballer. But basically, his training sessions were always hard, and then man, and also the dressing room was, I think, not sided well with Ten Hag on the issue of Sancho, because Sancho refused to just come and apologize to him publicly, and he took that personal. And then the dressing room was like, one was probably on Ten Hag's side, the other was not on his side. Now you've seen players also in the dressing room like Casemiro and Varane. Those are like players that are supposed to be the most experienced players in the team. They're supposed to be linking the team, telling them what to do with the experience they've all had in their careers, basically. But these two players that the players are supposed to be looking for or looking at for inspiration have been struggling with form, injuries. Casemiro at some point has been collecting red cards and all that. Basically, man, it has been like shambles at Manchester United. Shambles, like so much. Finally, the season. If I talk about the season, we already rounded it off like as a bad season. I know if you guys win the game against City over the weekend and you lift the FA Cup, you're going to say you've had a better season than the Arsenal. But I don't know about that, whether you guys are going to win that or not. Probably, if you win it, good luck to you guys. And yeah, you guys are going to be like, yeah, Arsenal did not go home with the trophy. You guys had the better season, and that's it. Ten Hag has actually said some records that have not been good. Like the records, if I were to start reading them, it would be like a lot. Like we would spend a whole episode reading the records that Ten Hag has set for Manchester United negatively, and even the ones that were set, and then he has broken them like in a long period of time. So he has finished in the 8th place. The wrong records that I've already talked about. No Champions League for the coming season. Champions League came out with negative goal differences, really in a group that was really only had Bayern Munich as the big dogs. Manchester United was second in that group, like according to the ratings, but they ended up leaving the group with goal differences in negatives. Copenhagen, really, Galatasaray, man. So I think the only positives that Manchester United had in the course of the season is qualifying for the FA Cup final, trying to bring in new players into the light. Shout out to Kobbie Mainoo. He has been called into the provisional squad for England. He's one of the shining lights at the end of the tunnel for Manchester United in the season, because he has come out good, and some of the football fans are afraid or scared for him that he might shrink in a team that is going to be in shambles, like how Rashford came into the team and eventually the team went into a downward trajectory. So basically that's what people think might happen to Kobbie Mainoo, but very good player, really rate him so well. Which other good thing do they have, or is Manchester United taking into the summer. Basically, Kobe Maino and then Tambawala. No, Tambawala. I won't put him in those brackets. But yeah, Kobe Maino and then the FA Cup final. Hopefully they win it over the weekend for them. I wish them all the luck in the world, because Manchester City is yet on another level. I'll talk about Man City in another podcast, because man, 4 consecutive Premier League titles in a row. Kudos to them though. Anyways, that's all I had for you in this episode. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're a first timer. Like the thing, leave us a comment. Talk to me about Manchester United. Yeah, I think it's very rare that I'm talking Manchester United today entirely, and because you guys have been complaining like, yo, Arsenal here, Arsenal there, but yeah, today I had to talk about Manchester United. And thank you so much for always liking the content. Thank you always for leaving a comment. Thank you for the engagement and everything. Make sure you see me on the next episode. It's your boy Tony, and I'm out.